Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This market recaps for Friday, September 22nd, 2023. We had a bearish week in the market, and that was because of Powell's speech saying that he's probably going to raise interest rates again a quarter point. Don't really know what that's going to do, but doesn't mean interest rates are going to stop going up. And he's going to be higher for longer. That's what I got out of his talk. And it seems like the market's finally getting it. He's been saying it for 6 months. And it looks like we're starting to correct. And if you've been watching my videos, I've been waiting for the weekly RSI to drop below 50 and for the VIX to start spiking. So where we're at now, this is the weekly summation that I go through. The 5-week EMA is below the 10 with price below the 5. That's bearish. T2108 is down to 22.69% of stocks above their 40-day moving average. That is bearish and going into a potential buy zone down the road. Doesn't mean we're buying now, but stocks are pulling back. The RSI weekly is now below 50, not by much, but if we continue to fall, that is a bearish move, and that's what I've been waiting for. The Stoch on the weekly went below 50. The VIX is not above 20, but it's at 17 moving up. Let's check the NASDAQ. Same thing pretty much. RSI is right at 50. Looking for it to fall. 5-week is below the 10-week with price below the 10. This looks bearish to me. I'm going to call a bearish move. We might bounce on Monday, but after that bounce and the next big kind of down day, that's a reversal to a downtrend in my opinion. So this is what I've been waiting for. Let's check the total stock market index. This is below 50. Stoch is below 50. Price is below the 5 and the 10 with the 5 below the 10. This is all bearish. We'll check the daily. With the 10 below the 20. RSI 21 is well below 50. Stoch going into oversold. This is all bearish. One of the things I want to show you guys, we'll go over my market breadth indicators too. This will be real quick. Top are bullish, bottom are bearish. Just looking to see which numbers are greater. All of these are bearish. All the bottom numbers are higher than the bullish numbers. Same thing with my second set. All indicators on the bottom are bearish and greater than all the bullish indicators on the top. I'll show you this on a spreadsheet that I've just been kind of laying out, tracking it day by day. And just look at all the red. Look at all the red. Even the indices have started to fall. This has been going on for a month. You've had some spurts in between where you get a little bounce. But overall, the breadth is very bearish, very bearish. I'm really surprised the indices haven't fallen as much as I would think they would, and the VIX has not spiked. Those are the RSI and the VIX have kind of been keeping me on the sidelines, but I think we're going to start moving unless we just get a huge bounce, but I don't see that happening. Lots of red. Let's check the market stocks. The biggest, stocks in the market, Apple is below the 50-day, below the 100-day, with the 10 below the 20, holding on to the 150, and that is a not so bullish candle right there. Amazon was showing a lot of strength before. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 down days in a row. Not saying it won't bounce, but we are now below the 50 with the 10 below the 20. Now it's hanging on to the 100. Looks like we got maybe a double top in early September. Google has finally broken right here, and we are now below the 50. Netflix has just been in a waterfall decline since 450. We're at 380. Microsoft has now broken. We have a lower high. Meta's holding up well, but I don't see why that, if they're all starting to break, why that won't break too. Nvidia might get a bounce, but this has fallen down to the 100 with the 10 below the 20. Tesla broke from its pop that it got, that I think it was Goldman said it's going to 400. Popped up and then has just fallen back even further. It's now below the 50. Total stock market index just looks broken. So we look very bearish right now. Here's all the ETFs for each indice. All look very bearish. Here's the Dow, the S&P, Qs, and the Russell. Russell looks very weak. Very, very weak. Put these on dailies. So what I said is I started nibbling here on this day for shorts. I nibbled on some SQQ and added to my position on this day. So I'm short. We might be hitting some support here, but I would be looking to maybe rise back up to the 10 if we do. We could just go sideways and then fall again. But nothing's looking strong right now. Not even going to look at my power stocks right now. I don't even want to get tempted with taking a setup. It's just, I'm not going long anything right now. Looking to manage my short. One thing I do want to show here, along with my market breadth indicators, my summation index, I do use the RSI indicator to kind of show trend as well. I'll make it a little bit bigger on the Qs here, just so you guys can see it. Again, this isn't scripture. This is just something I look at. Generally speaking, when we're in a, move over here a little bit, when we're in a downtrend, we'll take 2022. Here's the peak of the market for the Qs. You'll see that the RSI kind of moves between 40, this yellow line, and above 70. And then when it pulls back, it really shouldn't go below 40 if we're in an uptrend. And if we're in a downtrend, it really shouldn't rise above 60 too far. It kind of goes between 20 and 60 in a downtrend, and 40 and 90 in an uptrend. So that's a good place to look for entry points if you think we're in a bear market or a bull market. And by bull market, this can be a couple weeks. I'm a swing trader. I'm not looking for yearly trends. I'm looking for, a couple days or a couple weeks. So with that being said, one of the things I saw is we've had this great run right here, right? Started in January, if you watch the RSI, went up, hit 60, pulled back to 50, and then went boom. This day right here, that was the change in trend day using the RSI, looking for a trend change. Bounces up to 90, or what is this, 73, and then pulls back. But you look like the lowest reading on the RSI is right here, and it's above 40. Goes up to 70 here, pulls back to 45, goes right back up to above 70, almost reaching 80. super small pullback right up to 80. Then we get this, where we start to top out, and then we fall right down to 50 right here. And then look how we get all the way down to 34. This right here, this move, was the trend change. When it falls right there, that's the trend change. And then what we do is we look for a bounce, and we got it. From here, from here, we reach this point where the RSI hits its head right on 60 and then falls back down. That is the time to start looking for shorts. We get chopped up the next couple days, and then we get a range expansion to the downside here, and we fall below 50 on the RSI. Again, this is just things I look at. It's not scripture, but if you use this is why I like the RSI. I don't use a lot of indicators, but I do like the RSI and the Stoch. This signals the trend change. We maintain above 40, and we go above 70. Then we fall below 40, hit our head on 60, and then go back down. That is the trend change. So I nibbled on shorts here. We didn't get a bounce. Added to my position here. We do look to be in a support zone, so I have a stop on some of my position, but I'm going to hold to see if we fall further. So in my opinion, the trends definitely changed. I am short now, and I'll be looking for shorts and managing my short positions until the breath starts changing and things start to look bullish. But right now, it's looking very bearish to me for a couple weeks. I'm expecting a year-end rally, but I'll wait for the market to tell me when that's going to happen. All right, enjoy your weekend. If you like what I'm doing, please like and subscribe.